Hello, everyone, and my apologies for being, I think... Oh, no, I'm not late. I thought I was late. I thought I set the stream for 1:03 a.m., but it's actually 1:02 a.m., so I'm not late at all. Anyway, we're back with another stream. It's so late this time because I had to get my JJK video out, which, you know, sometimes can be very easy and other times can be incredibly hard. I have 3 thumbnails and 3 titles. Don't place too much stock in the thumbnail or the title because, you know, I just try and get attention on these videos, so it is what it is. It says what it says, you know. Why is there a blue dot? What does this mean? They want me to do a members-only live stream. They tell me this every time. I don't know why they want me to do that. Anyway. Let's go through Twitter, as per usual. Why is it Eric Whiteley on my screen? What is this? Our favorite game of the year.
Eric, favorite video game of the year?
Expedition 33 Clair Obscura was easily my favorite game of the year.
How many games have you played this
Wow.
year?
One.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a meme. I don't know the blind wave lore when it comes to video games. Okay. Have I tweeted anything since I last streamed? Streaming in 30 minutes, but this was like 2 weeks ago, so I don't think it's that. Did I not? Maybe I didn't tweet out that I was streaming last time. Kyle's Denji video came out. Wait, we also watched that on stream. Okay, so I talked about that then. I even think I pointed this art out. So what have I done? What have I tweeted? Oh, we had a great Night of the Seven Kingdoms discussion. So this is a bad show that I don't recommend anyone watch. Now maybe next episode will be really, really good. You know, this scene had a good scene in it. I mean, this show had a good scene in it for episode 1. But I definitely do not recommend this. Someone left a comment. Kyle sent this to me before I streamed, so I am aware of this. You know, they hate me. I hate to agree with someone who gave up on Akira, though. So much so, I'm considering changing my mind to say I love this show. That's how much power I have. I can make fans of Akira change their minds on other shows, you know, through the power of my opinions. I'm a true influencer through and through. I did not make a video. True, Kyle did make a video. I forgot about that. Even though it's in the title. We also need to watch that Maul thing. Don't let me forget. Entertainment. I mean, you can let me forget. I don't care that much, but I probably should watch it. Why is Luffy in here? Stop talking about character development. So I have seen the first, like, I don't know, minute. Maybe not a whole minute. No, I think a minute, because I saw the first image. And then I thought, man, I should probably watch this on stream. So, I don't know. I don't think I'll have much to say. I'll probably say, yeah, you know what? That's right. That's a good point, Kyle. May as well, though. Heath is here. Kinosa Media. Dabbing. What's a Maul? Darth Maul? Yeah, there's a trailer for some show. I don't know much about it. Also, you're interrupting Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 17, The Fourth Child, EliteAri. I thought it was called The Fourth Children, or whatever, but also, I think I'm almost done. I've seen up to episode 22 or 23 or something. I'm very close, I think. Us members need our own stream. That's what YouTube wants me to do. See, EliteAri, you need to play Expedition 33. True. Okay. Anyway, first we'll watch... No, actually, first we should go over the videos I've done this, week, because there's probably not much to say this time. So this week I did, you know, my usual schedule. We had 2 Cyberpunk reactions. You know, they're getting a bit longer. This is 10 minutes. This is 11 or almost 12 minutes because I just have so much to say. The next one comes out. I closed my schedule because I'm streaming, but the next one comes out tomorrow, I think. So look forward to that. What else have I done? My JJK video from last time. This is a funny case. So this hat was stuck at like 200 views for a very long time until I think like yesterday or the day before when the thumbnail test ended and I chose whatever the highest like percentage thumbnail it said was. And as soon as I chose that, it's like, boom, it's going up. I don't know why. It's now to 1,000 when like 2 days ago it was at like 150 or 200 or something. So, you know, people just love my JJK videos. So I put that out. Now, is that a good video? Do I remember anything about it? Not really. This was me just, like, explaining the culling game. Not even culling game. Explaining Kenjaku's motivation. That was basically it. My One Piece thing, you know, One Piece is fine week to week. I enjoy it. Not sure if this format will be the thing I stick with, but I like it for now. This was a pretty terrible execution of an idea that I think is genius. Where I'm just ranking every anime based on visuals and story with a nice graph here. The problem is, also I'm wearing the same shirt. Look at this. It's kind of crazy. The crazy thing, though, or the difficult thing, is that I have 60 anime, and these things are so small, so you can't even see anything. And I couldn't think of a better way to do it, so I stuck with that. what else was there? I put out a Chainsaw Man video about basically, this is basically a chapter review. 83 views. I will never do this again. This took way too much effort. This was like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours of like work. For basically no reward. So, you know, unless this blows up somehow, I don't think I'll be doing this. I'm happy with how the video turned out though, actually. It doesn't look good visually, but it's like somewhat, I think it's fine. Like this is a style I could probably replicate. I hate editing manga videos is what I've learned. Because you just have to like move the panels on the screen, but like if you want to do it in an interesting way, it takes like infinite effort compared to like anime edits, which are like so much easier. I don't know. It is what it is. Then I did a Darwin incident reaction with 69 views. Oh my god. And then my latest JJK video. The way JJK true is changed when an anime exceeds your expectations. True. Now, is that true or is that just a clickbait title? You'll have to watch and find out, I guess. So that's all my videos from this week. Anyway. No, EliteAri, you won't say it's a good point. I might. Maybe I'll agree. EliteAri thinks it's children, not child, because he watches on Netflix. No, because I can understand the Japanese. What do you mean? I uploaded all my Princess Kaguya screenshots just in time for stream. What is that? Is that from Kaguya-sama? I don't know what Princess Kaguya is. Wait, was that the thing we just saw on the homepage? Oh, no, it's gone. I don't know. Cosmic Princess Kaguya. A new anime? I have no idea what this is. Has he told me about this and I've just forgotten? I mean, this looks cool. This looks very, like, colorful and the art style looks cool. And it's got that, like, what do you call it when the outlines are, like, a bit, grainy or, like, I don't know how you explain it, but the outlines are cool. What do you call it? The post-processing of the lines or whatever? It looks good. I like it. I mean, it looks very cool. This is a cool blue outlines and stuff. I don't know. I like it. 10 out of 10, though, is what Heath says. So I guess we'll have to watch that. Gachiakuta, 8 out of 10. I've heard good things about this. I was only seen 2 things. It's more than me. I haven't seen anything because I've had no time to consume anything whatsoever because all I do is make videos these days. Ay, ay, ay. But don't worry, the month's ending. So will Edge Runners, I think, soon. If not next week, the week after. And so will something else. Darwin Incident will end in like 2 months. I don't know. Anyway. EliteAri loves One Piss. It's a good, like, 3 out of 5 right now. Maybe a 4 out of 5. Probably a 3 out of 5. Shame on you for forgetting Garden of Sinners. Believe it or not, I didn't forget it. There were 2 intentional omissions from the list. One of them was the Garden of Sinners movies, because there's, like, 8 of them, and I didn't want to, like, have 8 entries on there. And the other thing was the Tatsuki Fujimoto 17 to 26, because I felt like it was like, oh, it's like an anthology thing, and it's by different studios, let me not do it. And I completely forgot to remove Star Wars Visions, which is also the same thing. So you'll see that Star Wars Visions in there. It probably should not have been there. You can probably see when I brought it up, maybe I cut it out, but I think I paused beforehand, and I considered, like, just editing the video and not having it there. But I didn't, so there we are. Anyway. EliteAri didn't even get that new JJK episode was Kill Bill. Oh, don't worry, I got that, because literally every single comment on Reddit said that. And I was like, I get it, guys. It's a Kill Bill thing. You know, it's just like Kill Bill. Like, oh my god. And I'm like, okay, thank you, guys. You know the saddest thing that ever happened? Which is one of the chapters of Chainsaw Man is called Kill Bill. But Amanda, or Sabrina, whoever does the translation, they translated it to Kill Building. I don't know why. I mean, that's probably the point. Like, it's a pun, whatever, but... you know, it was very sad to learn that. I'm not making a video on the boring ass episode 3 of Sentence to Be Hero. That's why you will fall off, Kyle, and Ordinary Ari will continue to ascend, because even when I don't like an episode, I make a video, okay? I struggle through it. I sit there, I brainstorm, what could I possibly say about this episode? What could I possibly say about this 2-minute read of Chainsaw Man? And then I get that video out there, okay? You gotta be more like me and suffer. You can't make me. No, that's the movie Heath was talking about on Discord. Movie? Was he talking about a movie? I don't remember. I think I'm not up to date. I haven't read anything today. I worked, and then the entire afternoon and evening has been working on that Jujutsu Kaisen video. Like, I literally just finished, like, I don't know, 20 minutes before I streamed or something. So yeah, you know, what can I say? I'm just a busy guy. This is a movie? Interesting. Cool. Wait, I think I just remembered. This is, didn't Gege, the author of Jujutsu Kaisen, he drew a picture. And I remember because there was a girl with purple hair, and she looked exactly like Raven from Teen Titans. And I thought he was drawing Raven from Teen Titans, but apparently it was this character. I think. Or maybe I'm just completely mixing it up and it was something else, but I feel like the timelines add up, so it'd probably be that. You don't even engage with us peasants. I just don't have time. He gave it a 10. True, he did. We talked about it on my stream. I haven't watched your stream. Those were 9 and 10 on the checklist, and EliteAri says he's only seen 2 things. What? Wait, that's my list. How did this come up? What? Oh, it is 9 and 10. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I'm out of it. I don't know why. I've just been working too much today. Dad is a hero. Mum is a spirit. I'm a reincarnator. 1 out of 10. Wow. I mean, the art looks good. How can it be a 1 out of 10? Like, look at this. This is some cool, like, framing and, like, colors and stuff. I don't know. I like it. Touring after the apocalypse. 8 out of 10. Interesting. A wild last boss appears. 7 out of 10. Sander. 8 out of 10. This looks cool. Wow. This looks like a Kill la Kill. Actually, those other 3 don't, but that first one did. There's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless... Next Shine, 2026. 7 out of 10. Okay. Oh, I've seen this on, I saw this screenshot somewhere. I think on Reddit or something. People were making fun of it. Or maybe like a Chibi Reviews thumbnail or something. Is that possible? I don't know. I saw it somewhere. Shabake, 2025. No score for this one. Interesting. Or this one. Or this one. Okay, the Kaguya-sama OVA I have to watch, or the movie or whatever. 100 meters. I also probably should watch this. We'll see. We'll see if I get to it. But EliteAri, it was like Kill Bill. Yeah, I heard. Thank you. Okay, Ari, I'll make a video. Time to go through the Discord live on stream. No. Give an opinion on Lakari. Not good. I heard Destiny talk about it a little bit. That's very bad, yeah. Ari, you like my tweet? Oh yeah, Bacon's been tweeting stuff. And one thing I wanted to like argue with him, but I didn't understand what he wrote. So I didn't argue. And I'm like, maybe he agrees with me or maybe he doesn't. Another thing I liked, because I was like, yeah, good opinion, Bacon. Good job. It was this. It was about objective and subjective morality or whatever. Which, you know, Bacon has like taken philosophy or something, so he knows these things like much better than I do. And whenever he gets brought up in discussions, Bacon always knows the correct thing to say and how to correct me and things, and you know, we love it. But someone said, in the first year I was dating my now husband, I went... Okay, wait, there's like a whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole chain, okay? In the first year I was dating my now husband, I went, I know morality is subjective, but... And he laughed and goes, morality is not subjective. Everyone knows evil exists. Are they going to debate about subjective morality when someone murders their family in cold blood right in front of them? That's all it took for me to realize how silly the idea of subjective morality was. And then the great Jarky Bacon replied, saying, universal objective value claims require the ability to measure it. The goodness of an act is not measured. We don't even have a unit for it. Moral law doesn't work like mathematic truths. You can break the law you can break the law anytime. I cannot make 1 + 1 not equal 2, nor ignore gravity. True. Moral law is only enforced eschatologically. This is Bacon with his big philosophy words. I don't know what that means. Eschatologically. Let's look it up. It's going to be some religious thing, isn't it? I don't know. Theology, of course. Relating to death, judgment, and the final destiny of the soul and of humankind. Wow. Moral law is only enforced in the after death. At least that is in the theory of many. Otherwise, we would have to accept. I think accept is wrong here, or maybe it's not. I don't know. It is not existent. Morality is literally feelings don't care about your facts because there are no facts. Hey, another typo here. Now, morality can be objective if you make up a code of conduct in the same way that you can have objectively good decisions in sports. We just have to remember that the rules are fundamentally arbitrary and only work if we have the power to enforce said arbitrary rules. So true, Bacon. Very true. He knows exactly what he's saying. Are you like my tweet? Or no, not this guy. True. Getting your sex pest opinions from the sex pest. Oh, from Destiny. I mean, he informs me on things. I don't necessarily agree with them, you know. What was the Bacon thing I disagreed with? Or like I had no idea what he was saying? Oh, it was this. Whatever this was. What was actually the topic about this?
Next day he was pissed. My friend asked me for a recommendation for a movie. I told him to go see The Lighthouse. Next day he was pissed because he was going
I love The Lighthouse. Oh my god.
out on a movie date. Honestly, are the neurotypicals okay? Might be the mermaid jerking off scene and the farting. Okay, so what are you suggesting? Is it inappropriate?
The mermaid jerking off scene in The Lighthouse? I don't remember that.
for a date. The shit that pisses me off is we're all atheists, and you're like, I don't want to watch a movie with farting is not appropriate for a date. What's going to offend her tender sensibilities? Like, your attitude towards the movies that you can watch on a date with a woman are unironically misogynist. Plus, the worst case scenario, if she actually does get offended and she doesn't want to watch it, don't you trust her to be like, this shit's kind of weird, turn it off. Doesn't make any damn sense. Why are you so puritanical? You're 22! Fucking chill out, it doesn't matter. Sit in the seat, watch the first 22 minutes of the movie, make out for the rest of it, and fucking add it to Letterboxd with whatever the consensus score is. This is the way, bro. I can't believe we have grown adults covering their eyes during sex scenes in like R-rated award-winning films with their parents. Just watch the fucking movie. I watched The Hateful Eight in theaters with my Mormon grandpa, and that scene was not a fun time. I'm freaking out. Why would you take your grandpa to a Tarantino film? Because he's lived long enough on planet Earth that he can appreciate true cinema. I'm fucking dying. I'm fucking dying. You don't believe that these are real people. You don't believe that the person you're taking out on a date and possibly wooing and maybe falling in love with and getting married and starting a family with is a real person with interiority and some autonomy of their own. You don't believe that the people who raised you are real people with complicated emotions and mature sensibilities that can actually handle stuff. I'm freaking out. You think you're the only real person. You think you're you're literally looking at the demography of it, and I'm this movie wouldn't be appropriate for them. They're not an 18 to 35-year-old male who spends 8 hours a day on Reddit. What are you talking about?
Okay, so I watched this, and I was like, this seems almost certainly true. Unless there's, like, something I'm not understanding, or if Bacon's, like, replying in some other thing, like, to some aspect of it. Like, I think they mentioned, like, I don't know, basically. My plain reading of this without much critical thought is like, yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Amen. Amen. People should watch what they want and then don't worry about what others think, and show your parents whatever movie. And if they don't like it, they're just people like you, blah, 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 all true. But then Bacon, I'm trying to interpret what he said here, so maybe if he's still here, I hope so, because he can clarify this. Probably because many of us have matured online being told who a demographic thinks, rather than actually hanging out with a wide group of normies. It's a byproduct of the culture war. Stop watching video essays and infinite scrolling content and touch grass. Also, religious conditioning can run very deep. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but sexual content can be icky, and fear of judgment can be ingrained in ways that you don't anticipate. So I don't know what Bacon's saying, but you know what? I might agree, I might not, who knows? So I didn't like it, and I didn't reply to it. Actually, maybe I did like it, I don't know, but I didn't reply to it, but here we are. Anyway. So Jockey Bacon, guys, there we go. Love this clip. True. The part with the mermaid figurine that Robin Pattinson hides in the bed. Oh, I forgot about that. That is true, yeah. Wow. Imagine not showing your parents the lighthouse or your date the lighthouse because of that scene that I completely forgot about. Oh my god. Anyway. Alright, we'll do this video, and then we'll watch the Maul trailer, because I am interested in that a lot. But stop talking about character development this way. Now, I could theorize what this video is. I think Kyle told me. Do I remember? Probably not. Let's see.
Character.
Oh, also, guys, spoilers, by the way. The end of Game of Thrones and the end of Attack on Titan.
Character development. It's like baby's first media discourse buzzword. I know it was probably mine. Maybe.
Well, it's not a media discourse thing. It's a, like, high school education thing, right? Like, you learn about this in high school, right?
That's why it annoys me so. The way people talk about character development pisses me off. The way people talk about everything pisses me off. But this one particularly. For a basic definition given by Google AI Overview, or the first thing that pops up, character development is the process of creating and evolving a fictional character's personality, beliefs, and motivations over a story, showing how they change and grow, or sometimes regress, in response to events, challenges, and relationships, making them more complex, relatable, and realistic for the audience. Despite that definition, character development is a term that's been loaded over the last 20 years through its use on this platform for media criticism, and is usually colloquially used in two different, more simplified ways that do at least have some founding in that general definition. The first is character development in the development sense, as in fleshing out a character in any way, spending more time with a character. The second is character development meant as a sort of synonym for character arc, the evolution or journey of a character over the course of the story, what they learn, how they change.
Okay, let's see if I can understand what he said so far. So there's two things. One is about all the stuff that happens, which is the arc, and the other thing is how much we know them based on the amount of time we spend with them. Okay, I think I get it. Okay.
This one...
And one would be character arc, which is the first thing, and then the other one would be, I don't know, some other thing that he probably put at the bottom and I missed. Oh, character development and then character evolution. Okay.
Learn how they... The evolution or journey of a character over the course...
Are you overjoyed about the Mothercon? Oh yeah, we'll talk about that when we finish this, okay? Remind me. I watched The Lighthouse with my dad, and he didn't like it. Well, The Lighthouse is a very niche thing, I wouldn't expect everyone to like it. I watched The Lighthouse, I didn't like it, says Kyle. True, I love The Lighthouse. I'm catching up on the stream, I'll respond in a bit. Cool. And not Mrs. Gem says hi, Bacon. Alright, let's continue with Kyle's genius point here. I'm sure I'll appreciate it.
course of the story, what they learn, how they change. This one is more commonly used, I think. This definition is more used in a critical context too, as a weapon. 1,000 chapters and still zero development for the Straw Hats. Type
Spoilers.
Ash Ketchum and Goku are the other characters I've commonly seen historically get this
There is no chance that Ash has brown hair. Isn't it black? I'm not like a big Pokemon fan or anything. I just assumed it was black, but it looks brown here. That's interesting. All right.
Goku are the 1,000 chapters and still zero development for the Straw Hats.
Wait, I think I missed the point. Wait.
Journey of a character over the course of the story, what they learn, how they change. This one is more commonly used, I think. This definition is more used in a critical context too, as a weapon. 1,000 chapters and still zero development for the Straw Hats. Type criticism. Ash Ketchum and Goku are the other characters I've commonly seen historically get this criticism a lot also. The character regression criticisms follow from this mindset as well. We've talked about it quite a bit recently in my Denji video, with people accusing his character of regressing on his character development. A similar thing was said about Mikasa in the second last chapter of Attack on Titan when she wrapped herself in her scarf once again. Or say with Jaime Lannister when he decided to go back and die with...
I don't know. Yeah. I'm curious where this is going, because the Mikasa thing is like... Alright, you know what? We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Cersei in the second last episode of Game of Thrones. Counter-criticisms of these attacks can be waged on the merits of the claims. It's possible that these statements are just false, that the Straw Hats do in fact develop over the course of 1,000 chapters. I know I disagree with that particular claim.
We gotta think. I don't know not anything about the Straw Hats, so I guess we'll find out. But, in terms of characters... You know what? I don't know.
Claim about
I don't know. And I don't know what he's going to comment. Goku. That's the example I'll probably talk about. Does Goku... What was the question? Oh my god.
Develop over the course. Possible that these statements are just false. That the Straw Hats do in fact develop over the course of 1,000 chapters. I know
Does Goku develop over the course of 300 episodes? Well, in the first sense of do we get to know him better? Yes. In the second sense of does he have an arc? Yes, very clearly. Because he, like, wants to pass his, like, thing to the next generation or whatever. There's, like, a whole arc there. But even if there isn't an arc, then, just having a family and, like, stuff like that. Like, these are, like, evolutions of his character, things he has to consider or whatever, but...
disagree with that particular claim about Ash. I also spent my whole last video arguing that Denji didn't regress at all. In fact, he never developed in the first place. And I would disagree with the Mikasa claim too. But that's not what pisses me off about these general sentiments. Think what you will about that. What pisses me off is the seemingly never questioned foundational assumption at the core of these claims. That character development is inherently good. And the mere statement of the lack of it, or the undermining of it, is inherently a bad thing. These statements about the Straw Hats not developing or Ash remaining stagnant are not just truthful or untruthful observations, but are poisonous, pointed criticisms. The accusers and the audience of these statements understand that this is implying badness. It's not just descriptive, but evaluative. Character development is an assumed prerequisite for quality, and these lack that, therefore they're bad. Regressing on it is therefore also bad. Look at how the mighty Mikasa and Jaime have fallen. This mindset, this unfounded underlying assumption, can be undone with like 3 whys. One Piece is bad. Why? Because in 1,000 chapters, the Straw Hats have had no development. Why is that bad?
There better not be big spoilers here.
Because you need character development.
Okay.
Character development is good. Why? And I think at this point, their brains explode and they piss and cry and kill themselves. Attack on Titan's ending sucked. Why? Mikasa put her scarf back on. Why is that bad? Because she totally regressed on all that character development. And character regression is bad. Why? There we go. 2 dead now. The loading of the language here of character development.
So obviously, like, inherently I agree with this, but I don't know if I agree with the questioning of it. Like, I wonder how do you talk about media then at all? Like, without, also applying the same logic of asking why and then arriving at a fundamental, like, nothing has value or nothing is inherently meaningful or whatever. But I get what Kyle's saying. He's saying that, like, character development is, like, the most common example of, like, what annoys people. Because they have a belief that there is, like, some objective basis to it, but there isn't. Or not objective, like, there's some, like, universal basis to it or whatever. Okay. Jockey Bacon says, hi, Mr. Gems. That's Mr. Gems to you. Oh, hi, Gems, says Jockey Bacon. And Kyle says, that's Mr. Gems to you. It's black hair. We look brown in that photo. It's just lighting, little bro. Well, I think you know what I think it is? I think it's bad coloring by that studio. They must have overpaid. No, they must have overpaid or underpaid. Oh, something bad. Work is bad. We don't like animators because they're bad or something. But we hate the companies more. It's just the sunset, Ari. True. It's a sunset, you know. I bet Ari thought the dress was white and gold. No, I'm not retarded. Okay, it was blue and black or whatever. Obviously, disgusting. Straw Man Attack on Titan is bad because Historia is sidelined. True, and we value Historia. Why? Real. When there was two lesbians on my screen, AOT was at its finest. You know, AOT was its finest in the final arc because that was the best arc. The morality thing was because I got triggered by Kyle saying that stories things are bad in stories because of moral reasons are valid. What? The morality thing was because I got triggered by Kyle saying that saying stories things are bad in stories because of moral reasons are valid. I don't know what Bacon just said. Bacon, you know, Bacon, you gotta clarify your messages sometimes. Wait, the morality, I'm gonna figure this out. The morality thing was because I got triggered. Firstly, the morality thing is talking about is the first tweet that I liked, right? Okay, we're gonna figure this out. Yeah, that's the morality thing. Okay. The morality thing was because I got triggered by Kyle saying that saying story things are bad in stories. Oh, like character development is bad in stories because of moral reasons are valid. Well, maybe I haven't finished the video yet, so I don't get the point yet, but you know, we'll see. Maybe by the end. Nothing has value, EliteAri. That's not true. I have value. Oh, you have value, Kyle. Look at that. Mr. Gem stealing my joke. That's thanks, honey. Because she's the best character in the story. Rumika, true. Sorry, I'm bad at writing. That's okay, Bacon. You're a video essayist, okay? So you're good at writing when it counts, okay? Bacon's referencing the end of the video. Well, I haven't got there yet, okay? Just click play. Okay, Kyle said that you can say that stories are bad if it is on moral grounds. But I think Bacon's right anyways, which I think is just... Oh, I understand. Okay, we'll get there. Wait, let's finish this.
Development good and character regression bad.
Wait.
Back on. Why is that bad? Because she totally regressed on all that character development. And character regression is bad. Why? There we go. Too dead now. The loading of the language here of character development good and character regression bad is totally unfounded and entirely arbitrary and just comes from people repeating buzzwords they learned from YouTube videos. There's no reason character development...
Wait, this almost undeniably comes from high school English class, obviously. Like, this is not a video essay like, oh, this was popularized. This is popularized when you're an impressionable child in English class and they teach you about, like, character development. This is obviously where it comes from, not from YouTube videos, okay? Just for context, but... All right.
Development is a good thing. There's no reason character regression is bad. There's no reason theming is good. There's no reason plot holes are bad. As with every literary device or observation, they are simply descriptions of identifiable techniques or happenings that help us communicate how a piece supposedly functions. But my favorite guy keeps talking about them. The subjectivity of art rears its ugly head once again. Criticism is this process where you consume something, then try to measure it against some objective criteria sheet of do's and don'ts and rights and wrongs, as some sort of quality calculation for good and bad art is silly. Especially when the characteristics you are judging by...
Kyle just loves his AI-generated images, doesn't he? My goodness, it's all over this video. But you know what? I've been engaged, so I don't have a problem with it necessarily, but...
are completely arbitrary and have no inherent value. Art is not a science. Liking and disliking things, whether it be a text or a storytelling device, is completely up to you, love. There's no escaping to objective quality. You gotta grow up, kid. I think a lot of critics are trying to prove critique's worth when they do this silly exercise. I'm sorry, fellas, there's nothing inherently valuable that's accomplished through media criticism. Don't worry, don't get your feelings hurt, because I feel the same way about all artistic value too. All meaning in the artistic sense. All good and bad judgments are entirely individualized. All meaning found here is in the eye of the beholder.
Wow.
So in the future, when we're talking about character development, or any of its subsidiaries, can we please not attribute objective artistic quality to them? Thanks. It's been pissing me off.
Wow.
There's no good and bad art in the artistic sense. There's good and bad art in the moral sense, though. So it's okay to go be a bread tuber if you want. It's pretty boring, though. But don't do the thing where you mix those two up. That's a whole other pet peeve. Quit yapping about character development. For me, okay? Now let us thank our members and patrons.
That's me.
These are the best guys with the most character development. That'd be Jockey Bacon, Cruel Beauty, Mr. Gems, and that developmental idiot EliteAri. My bread tubers won't like that comment.
Why do I get singled out every time? Wait, is it because I'm the only YouTube member and everyone else is like a Patreon member? So mean. But
Objective artistic
yeah, what was the thing at the end?
Good
So
bad
what he's
art
saying is that like something can be bad because it like has bad outcomes or something, right? Or like no, well, I guess he's also saying that something is bad because you can think that something is bad. I don't know. Oh my god, you can think that rape in a story is bad because it normalizes rape or something. That's what he's saying. And then Bacon is saying that's obviously not valid because even morality itself is subjective. So it's all subjective at the end of the day is, I think, the conclusion we're coming to. True. Wonderful. But overall, that was I would say a very simply produced video, but a good video. I liked it. It was a good video. Obviously, I could have predicted, like I've heard everything that Kyle has said here before directly from Kyle, so I already knew everything in this, but I think it's a valuable video to exist. It's cool. I should make more videos like this about stuff that I've just said like a million times, but just never made a video on. Maybe there's just a phase I'll character develop out of it. I already agree. 6 minutes of watch time later and 0 development happened for me. True, that's a good one. That's a funny comment. The character development buzzword should have died along with plot holes. This plot holes, that's one that triggers me way more than character development. Oh my god. But true. Some could say this applies to morality too. Oh my god, that's Bacon's tweet. But don't tell the bread tubers, they'll get mad. True. I think this video will become quite famous. Well, this is already basically a stadium of people, right? 400 people? My god. He's famous. Wait a second. Okay. Kyle said that you can say stories are bad if it's on the moral grounds, but I think Bacon's right, which I think is just arbitrary as character development equals true. True. I agree. No, the point at the start, I don't know how I got start. No, the point at the end was that things can be good or bad in the moral sense, not that that makes them bad in quality sense. Well, yeah, I think I got that, right? Hold up, BRB, okay. But I also don't think I believe in objective morality. That'd be kind of crazy if you did. I wonder, I mean, I don't know. Can't a boy just make bread tube jokes? It was a good joke, right? No, I learned about character development on YouTube way before English class. I doubt it. I don't believe you. No one paid attention in high school English. Everyone said English was a terrible subject and sucked. Then they started watching 2-hour video essays and said so true. You know what? Maybe it is a generational divide. Maybe you, like, 20-year-olds just are so different to me. But I don't think so. I suspect that you probably did learn it in English class. And again, Bacon did too, just because you're a nerd, EliteAri. Keep paying attention in class, little bro. Thank you. Kyle, I like how the background is the image, but blurred. Much better than people who just put an image on a black background. I know that guy. Black background videos are way better, by the way. But I can't be bothered to argue this, so I'm not going to. I know that guy. True, it's Mr. Gems. It's because you're the favorite. Why do I get picked on then? My goodness. I think I should have talked more about the counter arguments. Yeah, I mean, you could. Or you could have a 6-minute video that is, you know, just very easy to consume. I'm going to make a video about why character regression is actually a good thing. That's a good idea. You should do that. Mushoku Tensei is my favorite character regression series. True. Like, character development is good because progress is good. Well, that's true. That's obviously true, right? We love progress. We're progressive here. All right. Maul. Let's watch it. Star Wars Maul, Shadow Lord. Official trailer. Streaming April 6th. That's so soon. Oh my god.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it is.
Hey, you really edited that line together. Oh my god.
See things from a new perspective.
Looks like General Grievous people.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
This is very
I
Rebels.
invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Whoa, I like that. That was cool effects of the lightsaber.
Maul.
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live. The Emperor
Oh, that guy, the Inquisitor from
wants you.
Tales of the Empire, right?
Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be
Whoa.
shattered.
Chopping people in half now. I like that effect at the end. That looks good. Now, obviously, you know, if you know anything about me, I love Darth Maul. Well, mainly in the Clone Wars. I don't really like him in Episode 1. I think he's fine there. But my god, he has the coolest voice. He has the coolest lines. He has the coolest moments. He has the coolest story. So I'm very excited for this. So based on what I'm gathering, I assume this takes place pretty soon after Order 66, right? Or like after Revenge of the Sith, I guess, right? Unless I'm just completely misunderstanding. Spoilers for Darth Maul's story, I guess, and Rebels and all that, but I assume this has to be before he's on Malachor, right? That was the planet in Malachor. Oops, Malachor. Whatever. Yeah. Visually, it looks good. I think they've really, like, somehow every show they make using whatever engine they use to make this, it just gets better and better. It's really impressive. Like, this lightsaber effect looked really cool. Like, the weird, like, the little, like, lightning-ish kind of effect on it or whatever. Like, it's a little fuzzy. It looks cool. Like, that motion blur, which is, yeah, like that. Like, that's super cool. Anyway. And if I'm remembering correctly, that is the Inquisitor from Tales of the Empire, right? Where were they? Which, like, Ahsoka easily defeats. So I don't know how much of a threat they're going to be, unless I'm, like... Where are they? This guy, right? Power scaling wise, Ahsoka and Maul would probably, well, they'd probably be pretty similar in Rebels timeline, right? Ahsoka versus Inquisitor. Yeah, it's that guy. Show me his face. There he is. Oh my god. He was so weak. I don't know how they're going to make him a villain, but it is what it is. Maul is lame and boring, and so are cartoons. Well, this is a CGI animation, so it's not a cartoon. Isn't it crazy that Maul is just a normal guy but looks fucked up just because? That's not true. He's not a normal guy. He's from the twin planet of Dathomir that was killed or something because all the men were dead or something. It's not normal, okay? He's an outcast, or not an outcast. He's like a last survivor or something, right? I don't know the lore, okay? I think it's as simple as this character development or lack of thereof is unsatisfying. Well, that's what a lot of people think. True. It's lack thereof, no. I've heard of lack thereof, right? So are you excited for Madoka to be your most anticipated movie of 2027? Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. And also Kyle said, now you want to talk about Madoka Magica. Yeah, I'm just spreading misinformation. Okay. What did Mr. Gem say? That's misinformation. Oh, Maul being... Yeah, okay, the guy, normal guy. Yeah, so, okay. You guys have got to fill me in, you know, if you're so informed on this, and I'm not for some reason. The Madoka Magica movie has been delayed a total of 1 time, right? It was originally scheduled for February 2026, and now it's been delayed. But everyone I have seen talk about it is talking as though, like, man, it got delayed again, guys. Can you believe it? This is like the 20th time it's been delayed. I cannot believe that it's never going to come out, guys. It's never going to come out. Can you believe it? So I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was February, and now it's not, because, like, you know, stuff gets delayed every now and then. But I guess we'll see. They're going to announce a new date for when it comes out. But I hope it comes out this year, because I'm very excited for that movie. But, you know, if they need more time to perfect it, I'm very happy with that. So take as long as you need. Studio, what is it? Studio Shaft or something, right? Madoka Magica Studio Shaft. We love Shaft. All right. No, Ari, I'm despairing because I didn't spell it right. Let's check. I think it's simple as this character development or lack thereof. Lack thereof. Thereof is a word? Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I can't check news articles because ANN is down. Lol. True. Well, my understanding is there wasn't any official date whatsoever until the latest trailer where they said February. And everything else was speculation. Like, apparently completely unfounded speculation. But I could be wrong. Maybe there was like some published thing that I missed completely. And it originally was scheduled for a date. Or maybe they said we're like planning potentially to make it here. But they didn't get it out at the time. I don't know. I have no idea. But I think it's mostly just speculation is my understanding. And it is very funny seeing people get so like, oh my god, it's never coming. It's doomed because it got delayed once. Anyway, we'll see. But why is ANN down? That's so sad. Anime News Network. What if something big happens right now? We need to... What is this? Why is there a fake animenewsnetwork.com? Wait. Oh, .au, sorry. Oh, it's down. Well, maybe the anime subreddit will tell us why ANN is down right now. Because of this, I assume. I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day is out. Everyone's flooding ANN. Puella Magi Madoka Magica, the movie. Walpurgisnacht Rising. Japan theatrical release date delayed. How sad. JJK episode 4. Did people really like this, or did they not like it? I feel like they almost certainly would like it. Man, we are truly blessed with the path that Jujutsu Kaisen took. Because my goodness, that manga, you know, it's not the best sometimes. But my goodness, does the anime always elevate everything every single time. 9.8, okay. Yeah, people really like this one. That makes sense. I hope this doesn't end up being the best one of the season. You know, there's actually good stuff that's coming up. And it certainly wasn't the content in this chapter that was very good. So hopefully the other stuff also gets equally good treatment, you know? Madoka would have been fine if they just never made Rebellion. What? No, but that's the best thing about Madoka. Madoka Magic is only good because there is Rebellion. Then we wouldn't have to wait for this 4th movie to make the series good again. Oh, is Mr. Gems a hater? Rebellion's obviously the best thing about Madoka Magica. Well, obviously the fact that it had an abnormally long production is what makes people tense about the delays. That's not why. People just, unless I'm misunderstanding, you know, I am out of the loop. I assume Heath probably knows more than I do, and probably most people in this chat know more than I do. My assumption would be people are freaking out because they probably read headlines that the original movie was scheduled to be coming out earlier, and those headlines were just made up or like based on rumors, and they're probably really worried now because, oh my god, it got delayed again for like the 5th time, but they don't know that it was only officially announced once, right? Yeah. What do people think is going to happen? Is it going to get cancelled? Like, is there anything hinting at that it could potentially be cancelled? What else is Studio Shelf making? Do they have like higher priority things? I'm the #1 Rebellion hater. What do you hate about it? I feel like it's a very easy movie to like. Show us your notepad app, EliteAri. We want to check something. You know what I use my notepad for? This is a terrible idea. For when I'm recording reaction videos, I write my notes in a notepad. Which I don't know why. I should just be doing it in my Google Doc. But it feels more lightweight, so I can like move it around on my screen easy, because it's like this tiny like document thing. And the problem is that I never save it. Like I write my notes as I'm like reacting, and then I like put them on my screen here as I'm like talking to the camera. You know, I like bend my mic and I talk. I'm like, well, everyone, you know, I made some notes, and I like point at my screen, and then I don't save it. It's gone, and I'm like, oh my god, what do I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna come to the end of the show. I'm not gonna know what to say because all my notes are gone. And I'll have to go watch my discussions for all my review sections for all my anime that I react to. But yeah. How did this guy mess up pronouncing Madoka Magica but nailed Walpurgisnacht? What? I was reading it in the Japanese way. Madoka Magica is the correct pronunciation, because that is how it is pronounced in Japanese. So anyone who says like, there was some video I was gonna make about this. Madoka Magica. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. I think there was like a video someone made where they were like correcting someone on pronunciations of Japanese things. And then I think they said Madoka Magica in the video. And I'm like, you idiot. It's Madoka Magica. What are you saying right now? But anyway. But Japan didn't like the episode, EliteAri. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, that's true. I forgot linked videos and stuff. Okay. Let's get to it, guys. How long have I been streaming also? Oh, not even an hour. My goodness, easy. The top comment on that Reddit thread is claiming the movie has been delayed 3 times now. All right, let's have a look. You know, we trust Reddit. Reddit will give us some good information, I'm sure. The 3rd delay. What were the delays? So, okay, no evidence. Wait. Madoka Magica movies. Why is this so zoomed in? Oh, because when I recorded my video about box office stuff. The sequel film will premiere in February. In 2015, the staff released a short concept movie, released in 2 versions at the Madogatari exhibitions in Tokyo and Osaka for Shaft's 40th anniversary. Shimbo, oh my god, a lot of people represented respective positions, while Miyamoto took the role of unit director. According to, okay, so some useless thing that I don't care about. Oh wait, no. According to Kubota, the concept film was meant to launch the start of a new Madoka Magica project, to which the short's ideas would serve as the base. It was not until the 10th anniversary event held in April 2021 that a sequel movie to Rebellion was announced, titled Walpurgisnacht Rising. In August of 2023, additional information about the film was revealed at Aniplex Online Fest 2023 on September 10th. It released an official trailer and was originally scheduled to be released in 2024. Look at this, we got some info. Okay. Oh my god, it's back. Puella Magi Madoka Magica Walpurgisnacht Rising anime films teaser video reveals winter 2024. All right, we got a delay here. This is good. Now, whenever you see Japanese text in a video for an anime trailer, that typically means that you shouldn't react to it because you'll probably get taken down. But sometimes it is okay. But where's the release date? I feel like I almost certainly reacted to this, right? 2 years ago? Maybe not. (2024) winter 2024. All right, we got it. Thank you, Wikipedia. It's been delayed once or twice now. However, was later delayed to Q1 2025, not releasing on that period either. Let's see. No way one ANN article will work, right? Do you think this is the only ANN article that works in the entire world right now? I don't know, none of them are working. Aye. Oh, well, we gotta wait for this to work, we'll see. Apparently it was meant to come out in winter 2024. True, we got there in the end, okay? I want to know about the second delay. Of course, alright. Anyway. Alright, now we can watch these videos while ANN is loading. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms spoiler-free review. No thank you. What is this? Oh boy. Escapism in Isekai is good, actually.
Hey people, I'm back to spin the block on Isekai in a positive sense. So recently, being the light novel goblin that I am, I decided to revisit Reincarnated as a slime. Now, my relationship with slime is complicated because I like...
Is this going to spoil me? Wait, Heath, do you know if this is going to spoil me on anything? Because I like slime a lot. I don't want to be spoiled on slime, okay? Ow. We love our small creators, true. I don't know. Okay, well, I should probably not watch this, just in case. I love slime, okay? Alright, what's this one? Oh yeah, chibi reviews. I mean, I don't need to watch the video. I can just guess based on whatever the thumbnail was that it's probably people saying, man, that episode was boring, man. It was just explanations, man. Let's see, that's right.
To see if this is legitimate or not. Because nowadays you can't trust everything you always see. It's real. Oh my god, like...
Wait, what? It was a JJK thumbnail.
The fact that Full Metal Alchemist isn't even top 3 anymore, when did this happen? When did Chainsaw Man surpass Full Metal Alchemist? I knew that Freerun has been sitting here for years.
Is this still the case? I doubt it. I bet Chainsaw Man has been dethroned by now. Oh no, it's still up here. Hanging on by a thread. I don't think this will last very long. Freerun Season 2. People really like Freerun. It is interesting. Maybe I need to create a Freerun, like, takedown video or something. I can be the first hater of Freerun or something. Maybe I should do it. Not that it would reach many people, but maybe it would.
Years now since it came out in 2024, but to think that it has now not just been surpassed, like Full Metal hasn't just been surpassed once, twice, but 3 times? There's never been a bigger indication on the changing of times and era than this right here. I'll elaborate on that in a second.
That's crazy.
I find it incredibly ironic that Freerun is now in the top spot on my anime list, and Season 2 was able to beat Season 1. Personally, I don't think Season 2 should be rated this high yet, but it has, like, multiple ratings. That Freerun is episode of Solo Leveling came out like a year. Animated and directed episodes was rated 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Now, for those that don't watch JJK, let me give you a brief little synopsis here. Like, no spoilers, don't worry. But basically, the episode of JJK had no action. There was zero action. And shonen towards are really not beating the allegations. They're not beating the allegations of if there is no action, they don't like it. And that's exactly the case here. You know, this entire situation, without JJK was rated like this, the episode.
Okay. Thank you for filling us in, Chibi Reviews. Oh, the article's up. Wait. We wanted the other article. Oh my god. Alright. Chainsaw Man's author is the best internet troll.
Honestly, there is not a single short that I don't recommend like skipping. You know, that I recommend skipping. Sorry.
Huh?
Because everyone is so vastly different. My favorite is number 8. I think number 8.
I just saw the synopsis of that one. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know exactly what number 8 is. Thank you. All right.
Their nude portrait hung in the school.
That
sounds terrifying, but probably a really interesting story to explore.
It's one of the it's probably the most grounded in reality that out of all the anthologies, but it's still weird. Yeah, you know, it's still weird in its own way. But I really like the characters in Sisters. Sisters is great.
It's cool seeing all the building blocks in a couple of these that make like a Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
It's also kind of crazy that a lot of these, you know, story ideas and like the way that they're portrayed and stuff like that are all come from one guy.
Yeah.
As well.
Like, I mean, that's what's inspiring about it, right? Is that like you.
True. I don't have anything to say. Next. Oh, we have another Chibi Reviews thing. What is this one? This is the worst episode of Jujutsu Kaisen according to Japan. Oh, yeah. I have vaguely heard about this.
This is the worst episode of...
I'm assuming it's because the directing was similar to Chainsaw Man Season 1 or the Reese movie or something. If you told me this was like the Reese movie, the episode or whatever, I'd believe it.
Jujutsu Kaisen, according to a growing voice on social media, and the community that is saying this will actually surprise you. It is the Japanese community that is very upset with this episode of JJK.
What?
It one of the worst episodes of the
That's
series.
crazy.
Saying the narrative was all over the place, the character depiction was all over the place,
What?
the music choice was bad, the actual adaptation from the manga to anime was horrible, and Studio MAPPA is more or less a very bad animation studio. I've seen it all today. However, if you're in the English-speaking community and you've been discussing the episode today only with the English-speaking community, then this information will actually surprise you because there has been next to nothing but praise for the episode of JJK today. Everybody, at least in the English-speaking community, is hailing it as one of the best episodes of the series to date. And when I saw all this discussion on social media when I woke up, I was like, okay, what's going on here? Because I haven't seen a divide between the Japanese community and the English-speaking community since Chainsaw Man, which is ironic because Chainsaw Man was also done by Studio MAPPA, and it's also ironic that just a day ago, MAPPA and Netflix made a partnership deal to where MAPPA went out of their way. The president of MAPPA said that they wanted to focus on global appeal and modern audiences. So, in a way, we already see a glimpse of what MAPPA is trying to do, or cater to a certain demographic, or global audiences in this case, instead of the actual Japanese fan base.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Chibi Reviews. Your great insight. Okay. We love our small creators, true. You better watch at least 5 minutes of Chibi this stream. I watched 2 minutes, okay? And I think it was enough. I think I got the gist of it. We'll be very mad. Free Run Season 2 being #1 is bullshit because your vote only counts if you've seen more than 1/3 of a show, so people were literally lying about having seen the entire show and scoring it 10 out of 10. True. Very true. But it is what it is, you know. Free Run, people love it. It's got to be up there. It's a classic case of the only people who would care enough about to do this shit are people that want to boost it to the top spot. Well, at that point, you're just having a war between fandoms, right? But it's kind of probably a war against, like... It might just be a war against Full Metal Alchemist, right? More so than a war, like, for Free Run versus Full Metal Alchemist. It's probably, like, literally every fandom and then Full Metal Alchemist, like, versing each other, right? I'd watch it. I like Free Run, but I feel like I have to suffer through the good part of it. Free Run. Oh my god. Bro's spelling just so incorrectly. My god. Anyway. I haven't seen Free Run for context, so maybe I will love it. Maybe it'll be the best thing ever. Alright. Oh, I can't believe it. We're never going to learn about this date. It's gone. Oh no, we're here! Alright. Aniplex announced on Friday that it is delaying Madoka Magica, the official sequel to Madoka Magica. The film is now slated to be open in winter 2025. The film was previously slated to premiere in Japan in winter 2024. Wow. Okay, I don't know why. I thought that would give me the link. Aniplex, this is what we want. No, it's just the company thing. What did Aniplex say? Oh my god, that's what they said this time, due to production circumstances. We will be changing the scheduled release date as follows. We sincerely apologize to all those who were looking forward to the release of this film. Wow. You know what? Maybe it will be delayed indefinitely then. is what I would say if I was an idiot. My god, it's definitely coming out this year, guys. My god. But let me think. So what am I? Okay, let me try to understand. So August. Okay. Please don't tell me that ANN is down again. Okay. So originally winter 2024. And then winter 2025. And then February 2026. Okay, we're getting closer though. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty confident. I'm not as confident as before, but I'm pretty sure it'll still come out this year then. Because it is a concrete date. This is the first time they've given like an actual date for the release date or whatever. Okay. Thank God, guys. I was so worried for a second there. Oh my god. Alright. I would recommend it. It's pretty good. Well, that's good. Creedon is saying hi. I just woke up. Wow, Creedon is woke right now. That's crazy. EliteAri can't make fun of dumb people for more than 2 seconds. Just try to EliteAri. What does that mean? How would I make fun of someone? I can't make fun of someone for more than 2 seconds. Ari's ableist? I am not ableist. Him reading this article is giving me Kai Cenat vibes. True, Kai Cenat has been reading, guys. I've been seeing it on TikTok. Alright. Oh my god. I feel like I've been streaming for 2 hours. But it's because I've been making videos all evening. Do you think I've got 50 views yet? I hope so. Maybe this video will blow up and I'll become famous, guys. 60 views. Oh my god, we're actually blowing up. Oh my god. 63 views. No comments. Where are all the comments, guys? The way JJK looks. Oh yeah, do you all agree with my first... Don't worry, there's no spoilers here. Do you guys agree with my opinion here? Look at it. Look at this ugly JJK Season 1. The way JJK looks has changed a lot. For example, take our favorite character Gojo. In Season 1, he was always so clean and glossy, with harsh shadows all over. And here he is in Season 3, stylized with minimal shading. It was a gradual but noticeable... True. He looks way different, doesn't he, guys? That's a good point, right? So did you like the JJK Maki episode? I mean, I like it as much as I can. Like, I think it was adapted really well. I think the original stuff in the manga is not particularly good. So the story, I'm just like, it is what it is. But I liked it as like an episode. Like, I'm excited to watch people react to it and stuff. Season 1 was fantastic. I mean, Season 1 looked really good. Season 2 looked way better. And Season 3 looks even better than that. So it's pretty crazy. I want to watch these Ari videos, but he keeps making videos about stuff I don't care about. You should make videos about good things. Well, list the good things. What do you want me to make videos on? Maybe I will. Oops. The world is dancing. Oh my god, Mishra Tensei reference, guys. Did you notice that? Look at this. We're gonna see Zenith and Paul in this raindrop soon. It's a movie? No, TV. Anime. Why does this look too good? There's something suspicious here. It's a bird. Wow. Why did it look so good and now it looks so average? Why is the world dancing? Alright. Man, anime studios should just focus on a single project to keep their quality. Meanwhile, Psy Games is... What do they make? Oh, some game studio thing. Alright, chat, fill me in. What? Oh my god. is known for? No idea what this is. Oh, Uma Musume. I've heard of that. That's the horse people thing. Cool. All right. What do you think about the Oscar nominations? I haven't heard much about them, but I know Chainsaw Man's not nominated. No, but I heard that, oh, what was it? A movie I really want to watch was nominated. Oscar nominations 2026? Is there like a Wikipedia I could look at? Because I don't want to look at this terrible official website. It's always bad every time. Okay. Where's the animation one? That's the most important one, okay? Oh yeah, Arco, that's it. This one. I need to watch this. This looks really cool. We watched a trailer on the stream like 2 years ago, whenever a long time ago. And I was like, I need to watch this. Apparently, I think it might have come out in Australia like a few days ago or something. Wait, Arco release date. Australia. Because I think it came out internationally like a while ago. Oh no, it comes out in like a month or something. March, okay. Or 2 months. Elio. Some Pixar thing, never heard of it. K-pop Demon Hunters. We love K-pop Demon Hunters. I hope this wins. That'd be lovely. Little Emily or the character of Rain. Never heard of it. Looks cool. Zootopia 2. Okay. Disney. Okay. Well, I have to say, it's a pretty interesting selection. At least Arco is here and K-pop Demon Hunters. So I'm happy with this. What's the best movie? That's the only other one I care about. Have they not done it yet? Oh, Best Picture. Bugonia. I feel like I've heard of that. F1. Bacon loved this one. Okay, F1. Frankenstein. Not ringing any bells. Hamnet. Never heard of it, but I have heard the name before. Marty Supreme. I've heard Mr. Beast talked about this or something, said it was good. One Battle After Another. I think I've heard something about that. The Secret Agent, no idea. Sentimental, excuse me, Value, no idea. Sinners, oh my god, I need to watch this. And then Train Dreams, never heard of it. Cool title though, what is this? Oh, a period drama, ew, okay. You know, one of these days, or one of these years, I'll do a thing where I watch all the nominations that year, okay? And I'll make videos about them. Maybe this will be the year, probably not though, don't expect too much from me, okay? Would you want a Sharingan in real life if it came with a slight learning disability? You know, no Naruto spoilers, because I haven't seen that much, but maybe, I don't know. Like dyslexia or something. I don't know, I don't have a strong opinion on this. I don't know enough about Naruto yet. Ask me in like 200 episodes, okay? Incredible question. Cygames Pictures has Uma Musume money so they can make Peak, Apocalypse Hotel, and now this. We love that. Gustav is here saying hello, hello. Gotchas. You know, I still don't understand what a gotcha game is, but I've heard of it. I would have said yes, but then I realized there's no techniques to copy in the real world, so no. True. Well, you could copy abilities of people, maybe. Maybe you'd be like a really good like video essayist like me if you used it on me. Gustav, my favorite Succession commenter, says Kyle. Interesting. I played Uma Musume for 2-ish months. The game is Dayton Sim. I played Uma Musume for, I think, 2 minutes, and then I closed it because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. No other choice. It's not a dating sim if you have the entire game on fast forward and don't read a single thing like me. That's me in every game with a story, okay? At least if I'm playing with my friends. Sinners was an amazing show. I hope Weapons also got nominated. Well, I don't think so. I didn't see it there. Wait. Weapons. Oh, it is. Oh, Gladys. That's funny. I mean, it was a good performance. We like Gladys. Tutopia. That's very funny. Nice review of Darwin Incident Episode 3. Left a bunch of comments. Hope they make sense. I think I read them all. They did make sense. Not Jockey Bacon. Not EliteAri. Ordinary Ari. Oh my god. Oh my god, 74 views. Oh my god. We might hit 100 by the end of the stream.
Well, hello.
That's me. True. Why are there 4 comments? Oh, maybe I haven't seen this one. Wait, I'll read that off stream when it's not spoilers or whatever. Just remember, guys, if you leave a comment on my channel, don't worry, I have seen it. I just don't interact much. I absolutely loved Bugonia. Let's get the real truth. What does IMDb think? Remember, if it's for movies, if it's over a 7.3, it's a good movie, okay? If it's 7.3 or less, it's a bad movie. Ooh, 7.4, it's a good movie, okay? Maybe I'll watch this. Oh, we looked this up last time. Wait, did we do the same thing last time? It's by the guy who did that movie that we looked at once. Last stream, I think. None of them will be as good as Enora. You never know. Thanks, K-Brids. Gacha games are mostly just games where you spend money to have a chance to roll characters. Like a loot box game? What's the difference? I only watch Uma Musume anime. The game is gambling slot. Wow, that's sad. But that you could earn one of the horse women or whatever. You're welcome, love, says Kyle. I've only watched the first 2 episodes of the Darwin incident, so I couldn't watch those. Well, luckily, I have 2 reaction videos for you to watch. Message retracted. Okay, well, I wonder what it said. All right. Probably pretentious. We roughly like these guys' videos, right?
Jujutsu Kaisen just showed the world that 20 minutes straight of nothing but yapping can be interesting. Fate Strange Fate came through with back-to-back visuals.
It wasn't that interesting, okay?
Spectacles. Sentenced to be a hero is quickly shaping up to be one of the most promising shows I've seen in a while, and Shiba Yugi playing that games to put food on the table is one of the most beautifully grotesque shows you'll ever come across. Welcome back to another episode of This Month in Anime. As we all know, the ongoing Winter 2026 is one of the best seasons of anime ever, and as such...
Is that my microphone? No, it's not. No, it looked like it, though, for a second. I've got the same, like, shock mount thing or whatever, but no.
Here's a video going over the stuff from it that stood out to me. Of course, I will make dedicated videos about some of these shows, or at least try to, assuming I have time left over after milking JJK for all it's worth, but for now, here's an all-encompassing review of the entire season. Make sure to subscribe. I don't usually talk about numbers here, but we are quite close to that 20,000 subscribers mark, so any help on that front would be highly appreciated. Just subscribe, it takes a second, just go down there and subscribe. You can also become a member of this channel. Members get at least 2 exclusive videos per month, custom badges and emojis.
Alright, he's lost me with his yapping and promotion, my goodness. What are his videos? Jujutsu Kaisen yaps and Fate Strange Fake snaps. Is that what we just watched? Wait.
Jujutsu Kaisen just showed the world.
It literally is. Alright. You know, for a second I considered watching Fate Strange Fake or whatever. Yeah, Fate Strange Fake. But then I remembered the Garden of Sinners and I thought, you know, maybe it's not for me. So I don't know. But I would consider it potentially. The Uma Musume anime was nuts. I proudly watched 30 of the new anime this season. Jesus Christ, good job. I think you'd like Shiba Yugi. Was that an anime he mentioned? Shiba Yugi. It's a game? No, an anime? Oh, that'll probably spoil me. Wait. I don't even know what to look up. I was going to look up, like, screenshots from it, because... Or is it not out yet? I don't know. It looks kind of weird. But I'll keep it in mind, or I'll try to at least. Very unique directing. Okay, you know, you've sold me. I like directing. I was watching that EliteAri. Put it back on. I mean, yeah, but then he started promoting his channel, which is good. Like, I think I like his channel, but I don't have the patience for that. Do you think JJK or Ava is better directed? That's an interesting question. Man, they're so different. I mean, I think the answer is probably that Evangelion is probably more consistently well directed, but JJK has a lot of moments which are like, this is really, really cool directing right now. I think obviously like JJK's directing, the main appeal of it is like the way that the fights are animated or directed, I guess. And fighting is like a big part of JJK. I think Evangelion is just consistently better directed though. I don't know. That's a very good question actually. I don't know. I'd probably lean slightly towards Evangelion. But yeah. But I don't know. It's interesting. Like, wait, we'll watch it on mute, okay? So spoilers for JJK, mild spoilers, okay, for the anime. We'll watch it on mute though. But like, Firstly, this is how it used to look, which is not very good, okay? But, like, it looks real good now. Like, like, it just looks so cool. Like, shots like this. Like, it's just so cool. Like, it was just holding it for so long. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, I guess I know how to explain it because I focused my whole thing on this. Well, then we do the style. I don't know. It looks, it's very cool. But Ava is just, you know, it's so good. My goodness. Directing wise. All right. Fate Strains Fake does introduce fighting earlier in the show, so they focus less on lore like Garden of Sinners. That's good. We love that. Is it told in order? Because that was the thing that I think got me a little confused at the beginning of Garden of Sinners. Both a peak champ, but I would say Fate Strange Fake isn't much like Kuto no Kyokai, since it isn't written by Nasu. Okay, interesting. Miller's rage baiting Ari to hate Ava? Wait, hey, I might arrive at that conclusion on my own, okay? We haven't had a discussion yet. I want to watch more older anime. I don't. But then again, Gunbuster, that was a good anime. Oh my god. Despite me. And KNK is like the first thing Nasu ever published, so the rest of the Nasu-verse isn't too much like it. That's good. I'm glad he learned from that epilogue that was not very good. Garden of Sinners isn't like... I mean, I was going to say it's not that bad, but it's like... There's some real... Like, that epilogue is really bad. The rest of it is, like, just, I think, more so confusing. Like, if I understood it better, I probably would like it. Like, I did cry in that final movie. I know I say that every time, but, like, it is a crazy thing. That movie made me cry. Like, it's not all bad. Yeah, anyway. Shiba Yugi is basically Saw with cute girls. I also haven't seen Saw, believe it or not. I do like the premise of girls walking, willingly join games to make money. Oh my god, like Squid Game. Phase Strange Fake is super cool and visually amazing, but I think newcomer wouldn't understand a thing of what's going on. However, I have heard that people say that they just watch it and they, like, you just know it, like, understand what's happening. Or maybe, was that like a trash taste thing I watched? I saw something where they were like, hey, don't worry, you'll get it. I was like, okay. Fate Strange Fake is written by the Bakuno guy. Well, I haven't seen Bakuno either. You know, I just haven't seen anything, so I have no context for the things you say. All right, willingly, for real. Kyle and Ari got it through Bakuno. Got it through. True. I mean, it's been on the list for a long time. I think even at one point we said we were going to do it with, like, Bacon and Mir, but Evangelion, you know. Yeah, Ryogo Narita. That sounds like the Bakuno guy. The girl skating on the blood was pretty cool, EliteAri. That is true. There's some real cool stuff. But that was the stylized section, less than the grounded section. But true, it is very well, interestingly directed. Japanese fans hate it, apparently. That is what I hear. But, you know, when do Japanese fans ever know anything about anime? So, you know, they hated Chainsaw Man Season 1. Or so people say. Who knows if there's any truth to that. Tamon B-Side was one of my favorite shows for the season. Both of the main casts are losers. Tamon B-Side. Anime. Oh, they look, interesting art style. So what did he say? Tamon B-Side was one of my favorite shows for the season. Okay, interesting. All in service of the worst story ever told. So funny, the world we live in for JJK. It is true. It is so funny how JJK is like the good directed thing. I don't know why. I guess people like it. Like, it is a story that people like. I don't know. It is very funny that it just somehow became like the best visual thing ever. Like, it's got, I don't know. I mean, obviously JJK has some really good stuff. Like, even the stuff coming up, there's some really, really good stuff, but it is funny. A lot of Japanese fans hated the episode of JJK, but it finally saw a decent amount of Japanese fans hating on the haters, so now I'm happy. True. I don't know why. It is also interesting, because the Chainsaw Man thing, I could understand you not, like, someone not liking it. Like, if you're a big fan of the manga, I can understand not liking Season 1, because it's like, man, Season 1 is, like, the tone of Chainsaw Man is, like, so different from this anime. And I get it, you know? But, like, this episode of JJK, like, the tone is very similar to the manga. It's not like they changed the tone or anything. They just made it better. they just adapted it with cooler anime, like, cool, like, movement and directing, and I don't know. Like, I don't know how you would, like the manga and then not like the adaptation, but people like different things, so what can I say? I don't know why Kyle made you watch it. Made me watch what? Because Kyle did not, I think it was, I was always going to watch Garden of Sinners because you put it in a comment for a digest once, I think. I was always planning to watch it, I think. But maybe I'm rewriting history. Maybe I don't remember correctly, but I feel like I always had it on my radar or something I wanted to watch. K&K is not horrible, but it's not great either. Fate is way better. Well, I don't know. A lot of people really like it. It is a thing I've heard a lot of people say is like the best thing ever. I said that was the bad epilogue. I said that was the bad epilogue and that you guys should skip it and watch the second epilogue. I don't know what to tell you, okay? Maybe I should be blaming Kyle for making me watch it, okay? A great Steven video on the recommended. That's impossible, literally. Where is it? Oh, okay, this might be okay. If he's not, like, trying to prove things or whatever. Is a disgusting type moon obsessive. I don't know what that is, but okay. I'd say Fate Strange Fake is still made for newcomers. There's just cheeky references you wouldn't get. So watching Unlimited Blade Works, I know the acronyms here, UBW, at least makes it really good experience. Okay, good to know. So I could just watch this if I wanted to one day. Maybe I'll do a reaction series. Probably not, you know, I should probably do less reaction series. Excuse me. I am a newcomer watching it and have to wiki what the hell is going on like every 30 seconds, but I'm having a good time regardless. You know, that makes it sound like I'd probably be confused, but you know, maybe I should give it a go. I saw a post showing that Maki looks angrier in the manga. That's fair if that bothers you. I don't know. Maybe she did. You know, I don't remember. I don't remember enough about the manga, but I think the gist of it was there, okay? Ari should spin the wheel. Ari should have time to consume things. The only things I have consumed this month have been stuff that I am obligated to consume. I don't have any time to spin the wheel. Like, here's what's going to happen today, okay? Well, here's what happened. I woke up, I worked, finished at like 5 or 5:30 or something. 5 hours, 6 hours, I don't whatever, I had to watch JJK so that I could write notes, so that I could write a script, so I could record an audio, so I could edit the audio, so I could edit a video, so I could upload the video, so I could make a thumbnail and then make it public. And then I had to stream, and here I am for an hour and a half or whatever. And then after this, I'll probably work on the next thing. So, you know, I don't have any time to consume anything right now, but it is what it is. It seems like a skill issue on your part, champ. A skill issue on what part, I wonder? On my ability to understand things, perhaps. Spin the wheel. True. No, I can't. When I get more time, I will, okay? Taman B Slide is about a flashy boy idol with no self-esteem when the cameras turn off that meets an obsessed fan, and she has to cheer him up since he has no confidence in himself. That's a funny premise. Okay, cool. If I pay you $20, will you spin the wheel? No, I literally... You could pay me $1,000 and I wouldn't spin the wheel right now. I don't have time. Like, I legitimately... All my time is being spent making stuff right now. Like, maybe it is a long weekend, so maybe I'll have more time this weekend than usual, but I just don't have time. Yes, I keep venting. You spread so thin. Thank you. Spin the wheel. No. Kyle, you should spin the wheel. True. Yeah, guys, try and convince Kyle to spin the wheel, okay? He has plenty of time. He doesn't have a job at the moment. He can, like, watch a bunch of stuff. A show that was mid was Wash It All the Way. Show was about a girl that's good at washing clothes, and she loves washing clothes, so you know the show is fiction. Okay. Wash It All the Way. I mean, that sounds funny. No, not the song, the anime. Yeah, this, I don't know, ironically, this is, like, sounds interesting. But, you know, I've got the word from Gustav here that it's probably not the best, but it sounds interesting. We love people with niche interests. She really likes washing clothing. That's great. Thank God you got the Zenshu before this season. Yeah, true. Now I'm never gonna get through my backlog. Oh my god. But that is true. I'm glad I watched Zenshu. And every wedge should be Gurren Lagann except one which is... I've seen... Oh no, you mean for Kyle. Okay, every wedge should be Gurren Lagann except for one which is Kill la Kill. I don't want to get recommendations from the plebs. True. Oh my god, it's Street Spotter. Can you guys believe I made it through that whole chat? Oh my god, that was like 20 minutes of reading chat. Okay. I did, because I made that video about the box office stuff. Actually, my list is probably easy to look at. Some of those looked interesting. I watched some trailers for some of them when I was getting footage for the Studio Ghibli movies. How would I even find this? Some of them looked really cool. Okay, The Wind Rises looked kind of boring. Ariete looked fucking sick. Like, I might watch this. That looked really interesting. But it is also apparently the lowest rated Studio Ghibli movie, which is also really interesting. But Ariete looked really cool. And it's the only one not directed by Miyazaki as well, I think, right? Ponyo looked pretty cool. Like a little... Oh, my screen just turned off. Okay, Ponyo looked pretty cool. It's like a little goldfish thing or something. Princess Mononoke, it looks like, it could be okay, could not be, I'm not sure. Howl's Moving Castle looked pretty cool, but also, I don't know, maybe. The Boy and the Heron looked kind of bad, but maybe it's not. And Spirited Away looked interesting, but I wasn't sold on it immediately. So Ariete and Ponyo, they're the two that I'm the most interested in based on the trailers that I saw. Watch It All Away wasn't horrible, it's just a whatever show. The show focuses on the art for the location. Okay, interesting. Carl, you can't go through life with only anime you've seen being Naruto and Pokemon. You need to watch more good anime. Well, Kyle doesn't even like anime, that's the problem. Excuse me? Ariete is so dog shit. Well, I hear it's controversial, apparently. Because it doesn't have a high rate. Well, it still has a very high rating on Letterboxd, I think. It's a 3.8. I'm full of anime, says Kyle. Nuh-uh, says Mr. Jams. 100 Meters. Movie was peak. Same director that made Orb. I might watch it. I don't know, I need time. But it is on my plan. Like, I have a plan to watch that eventually. Maybe I'll react to it or something. Probably not, though, because I don't know if you can react to anime movies without getting a copyright strike, you know? Tom Holland does voice the main character in Ariete. Huh? Isn't this movie, like, super old? This is 2010. How old is Tom Holland? Oh, he's my age. Well, like, a year older than me. He'd be, like, what, 15 in 2010? I guess maybe. Okay. I guess maybe the dub came out later or something. He skipped all the comments between my... Wait, did I? Wait, what? Oh, is the daily schedule changing next month? Well, yeah. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to change, but it is changing, yeah. It's still... Yeah, we'll see when it comes, alright? No more reactions. Well, I mean, the reactions will still be going. Like, the Darwin incident is like... I'm going to react to that until it's done. Edge Runners is almost done. Yeah, One Piece twice a week now. I mean, maybe. We'll see. I haven't fully planned it out. I got a calendar. Well, I'm going to make my own calendar, but I have one that I want to stick on my wall. And when I say, that probably sounds like, well, you can just buy a calendar or make one, but I'm getting a digital one that I can probably, like, update and stuff. So I'll be much more on top of schedule stuff. Spin the wheel. No. Parasite is god tier, Kyle, says Gustav. Also, it's not popular opinion that Ariete is the worst Ghibli movie. That's definitely Tales from Earthsea. Oh, I guess, for context, it's the lowest rated movie in the top, whatever, like, of the box office, like, top 20 box office. I'm sure there's probably way worse ones. I don't know anything about them. Never heard of them. I've never heard of this Tales of Earthsea. A god tier manga, I'm sure. I'd recommend Parasite. Is that Parasite the Maxim or whatever? Parasite... No. Parasite. Parasite anime. Parasite the Maxim. I've heard of this. Naruto was an anime about sandals, right? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen Naruto properly. I'm very happy with what you're doing now, Arya. I won't make any more requests. With what I'm doing? With One Piece? Okay. Oh, with my weekly One Piece thing. Okay, true. Thank you. Yes, his first credit on IMDb, I'm fairly certain. That's kind of wild. But is it on his Wikipedia? That's the real question. Oh my god, it is. Holland voiced the role in the British dub. They do British dubs? That's kind of crazy. Of the Japanese animated fantasy film Ariete. I had to look up the pronunciation for this, Ariete. Because originally I was saying Ariete, and I thought I'd look like an idiot if I mispronounced the name in this. Oops. Is that Ariete? I don't remember. No, Spirited Away. Ponyo. No? That's Princess Mononoke. The movie. 100 Meters was peak. I'm not sure it's the same director. The author of the manga it was adapted from was also Ob's author, though. The author of the manga. Okay, interesting. Oh, my voice is going. So when I catch up the chat, guys, I'm probably going to end stream, okay? If you're interested in well-directed anime, you should really check out Inferno Cop, my favorite directed anime. Interesting. What on earth is this? This is an anime? Is this a game? What is this? I mean, it looks interestingly directed. I guess, you know, Miller likes what he likes, you know? This has really informed me on the stuff that Miller likes. I don't know. Maybe it is good. I'm interested. I'd be open to the idea, you know? Inferno Cop is the sequel to Kill la Kill. Did I look up the wrong thing? Wait, what? Wait, who makes it's Studio Trigger, right? Why does it look like a game? Wait, what was it called? Inferno Cop. Let's watch the thing. I'm curious. Because it looks like, I mean, it looks interesting. Well, I don't want to get, like, major spoilers. I don't know what a spoil... Alright. This is from the anime? What is this? What am I watching? I don't know enough about this to look into this, okay? Maybe one day, okay? I feel like this is like half a troll, but at the same time, apparently it's not, because it's like a thing that exists. Okay. Interesting. You are right. Same author, not director. My mistake. All right, well, there we go. Tales of Earthsea is a series of fantasy novels written by legendary sci-fi writer Ursula K. Le Guin. Well, someone just told me it was an anime, so I don't know who to believe now. All dubs are British if you think about it. What does that mean? End stream? True, because my voice is disappearing. Porco Rosso is a really good Miyazaki movie. Batman voices Porco. I had no idea that was an anime movie. I've heard of that, though. Porco Rosso. Oh, it's like a pig man or something. I don't like it. We've got 8 viewers. Wow. There should be 800, guys. Kyle, your laptop is recharged, right? You could take it over. True, good idea. 9 now. I'm sleepy on God. Looks like Ninja Slayer. Wow, there's all these new things I'm hearing about. True, it kind of does look like that. Wow. When you're watching Great Ninja Scroll? This is, I don't know why Kyle keeps telling me about this. Ninja Scroll. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this thing. I've seen this picture from Kyle. I don't know. Probably never. I'm spreading misinformation. They're done by the same studio, Lamau. Bro, I am not keeping track of these this threads here. Studio of what? What is my... Oh my god, wait. About the, Earthsea thing? I don't even know. Oh, the Inferno Cop thing or whatever it was. What is it called? Inferno something? I don't know. I don't know why you're confused. Because that was a strange scene. It looked like a fan-made thing or something. There's probably some Channel Awesome thing, Ari. But it's a sequel to Kill la Kill. The episode's just 3 minutes long. It's a massive shit posed by Gynax. Aren't you impressed? Sorry, Trigger? I don't know. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll watch it and like it a lot. Ninja Scroll is a great watch. I thought Basilisk had almost the same potential. You know, I don't know my lore about these things. Kyle is literally a Trigger anime. I don't know how you've never heard of it. I'm actually shocked. True. Remember that Kyle, that time Kyle did a bacon? Why did I read bacon? I'm out of it, guys. Remember that time Kyle did a video about Del Toro Quest? I do remember that. I think I watched that when I was in my garage once. Well, it is a controversial anime that was directed by Hayao Miyazaki's son. Hayao Miyazaki son anime. Goro. Oh, Earthsea. Cool. Never heard of this slop, says Kyle. Mate must not have liked it. I swear I've heard Nate talk about it. We love Del Toro Quest. Future Boy Conan is a Miyazaki show. Anime is pretty good. Watched it when I was a kid. Is that Detective Conan? No. No, I feel like I heard about this recently. Not this. Future Boy Conan or something. But okay. I'm thinking about reading Del Toro Quest this year. Well, what a waste of time. I already got Jarky Bacon on his mind. He was here before. Stop rewatching stuff you've already seen, Kyle. Start experiencing new shows. True. I'll do what I want, says Kyle. Will EliteAri ever watch Garo the Animation? It takes place medieval Europe using tokusatsu. Great anime. Garo the Animation. Oops. It's not out of the question. It looks okay. We all know that the way something looks is my primary motivation for watching something. This could be funny.
I'm gonna watch another action-packed episode of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Spoilers, guys, for JJK, by the way.
Get it.
Ain't no action, but I got hella information to dump on you. I need you to get a notepad right now and start taking some notes. Okay, hurry up. All right, I'm about to go over the first rule, so I hope you got your notepad out. All right, so the first rule of the culling game is that once your curse technique awakens, you must join a colony within 19 days.
Like the 13 colonies in America, or
quit being stupid. I'm only on the first rule. Okay, we got a lot to go over. I'm not fucking playing
locked
with you.
in,
Okay, okay. So the next rule is that if you do not participate, your curse technique will be removed, which will result in death.
Can you say that again?
Oh my God. Can you just pay attention, nigga? What's wrong with you?
My first language is throwing hands. So I'm having a little trouble. Like,
okay, well lock the fuck in, nigga, because we gonna throw hands, but you gotta pay attention to this to understand it, okay? And you also need to know that this was orchestrated by Kenjaku, because this is the ritual required to absorb Tengen, who has become more of a cursed spirit, so he can fuse them. What am I hearing right now? What, nigga? Are you snoring? Are you asleep? Oh my God, you're illiterate.
Just to show my face.
Bro, what?
Just throwing hands.
Nigga, wake your ass up, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, look, my bad. I'm not like the other JJK fans. Okay, I can read.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Now lock in, because I got more to talk about.
You know, decent execution. I think there's probably a better way to make this bit, but you know what? We appreciate small channels with 1.5 million subs, okay? Future Boy Conan, different anime, not detective. True. What's Kyle's YouTube channel? Kyle Entertainment. We'll bring it up. Kyle Entertainment. Not to be confused with Kyle's Web Entertainment, who is a bigger channel with 20k subs. Here we go. Its username is Sicklit. No, Sicklit doesn't exist anymore. That's not true. Kyle, Ari, and Bacon should merge all their plans to watch all their plan to watch list. Be forced to watch at least one show from each list each month. I'd be down, okay? I can schedule that, okay? That would be interesting. I would be willing to do that. He's my arch nemesis. True. I'm joking, it's Kyle's Web Entertainment. True. Now that's a channel. Can we go watching Chibi reviews? No, I gotta go, okay? I need a little bit of time. Maybe I'll go and scroll on TikTok after this just to have a break, you know? Can we go back to watching Chibi reviews? No, thank you. What has he been doing? We're not gonna watch a video, but let's read his thumbnails, okay? Oh my God, am I at 100 views yet? Come on, guys, come on. Surely, right? Oh my God, 100 views. Hell yeah. All right, we're 10% of the way to 1,000. And I need 1,000 views for this, all right? You know, this probably makes this like 1 out of 10 by like a massive amount. Nothing ever gets 100 views this quickly. All right. Man arrested for anime is set free and all charges dropped. They ruined his life. Okay. Crunchyroll exposed for sabotaging anime with edited episodes. Oh my God. Oh, we have Tatsumaki here. What is this? 1,000s of the manga permanently lost and now unobtainable. Wow, I'm sure they are. They will want me killed for uploading this video. You know, not the best content recently. It's fallen off a bit. Now let's go to the GOAT. Where is he? Chibi's inspiration. Asmongold. What's he been putting out? Okay. Holy shit, I'm suing. This is serious now. This is sad. Holy fuck, it's happening. What the fuck is happening? This is insane. He responded. Trump just altered. Kids are so stupid, teachers are quitting. Iranian president has gone insane. The fun is over. Fuck around, find out. Oh, okay, lovely. All right, that's it, guys. We did it. We're at the end of the stream, okay? I'm resorting to reading Asmongold titles. Okay. The Culling Game explanation felt like it could have been explained in pieces and during a fight. You know what? I'm sure it'll be re-explained, okay? Ciclet does exist again. Thank God. We should watch the video of Ciclet trying to figure out the fire cave again. That is a legendary thing. It is probably the best thing that Ciclet ever did, was that beef with an entire subreddit. Kyle, I watched all of Succession. Last season is so peak. Top show of all time. I have every one of the casts. Wow. I should watch it, right? Thousands viewed, challenge accepted. Thank you. Recently, more like ever. Bye. Thank you, Ari, for giving us the stream. You're welcome. I'm so generous, you know. So see you all, guys. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for the great Edge Runners episode 7 reaction. Okay, I know you're all there. You're all tuning into my Edge Runners reactions. Asmongold is a fun watch. I don't know about that. But it is what it is. Anyway,